Every 10 minutes, someone is added to the National Transplant waiting list. That's according to the Oregon Procurement and Transplantation Network.
But as the number of people in need of a life-saving organ transplant continues to grow, the number of donors does not. However, one local woman is doing her part to help by becoming a living donor. News 8's Brittany Schmidt now joins us with her story.
Martha and Mike, Savannah Olds is your typical healthy 27-year-old who has a job and enjoys spending time with her dog in La Crosse. But she is also unique in the fact that she has always wanted to become a living donor. And if you ask her what she thinks of when she hears the word donor, she won't say blood, plasma, or even bone marrow like many of us would. She thinks of organs, more specifically kidneys. And here's the reason why.
Take a breath in and hold it.
When people are at the hospital, it's usually because they are sick.
You may breathe.
But that's not the case for 27-year-old Savannah Olds.
I'm just hoping that I'm going to be healthy enough to be a donor.
Yes, you heard her right. Savannah is choosing to go through multiple tests.
A lot of blood draws.
In hopes of becoming a living donor.
I'm going to do this, long as I'm healthy. I will be giving my kidney to somebody. There's no point of somebody struggling with their health if I am healthy enough to give my kidney.
Savannah says it's been a goal of hers all her life, and her mother can attest to that.
She's pretty strong-willed.
Saying it's just part of Savannah's personality.
I think she's pretty determined, very stubborn sometimes. Certainly set in her beliefs.
I've known for a very long time that I wanted to be a donor, but I didn't get very serious about it until I was into my 20s and saw my mom's health declining.
My kidney function right now is about 18–19%.
In her early 20s, Cynthia was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease, which is a disease where cysts form on your kidneys and destroy its function. At first, Cynthia didn't really worry about it.
Because it wasn't bothersome at that time.
But over the past several months, the disease has started to take its toll.
It really throws things out of whack. People just don't realize, you may look at me and say, oh, you look healthy. It's really how you feel. It's with that low of a function. It's very tiring. I can get up and 2 hours later, I can be just exhausted.
It ruins your body. It literally just, it destroys you. It starts with your kidneys and it can start to affect your heart and other parts of your body.
This year when I was told, because I've been kind of like teetering on the fact of preparing for dialysis, when I was told that, I started crying because then now reality is here.
Cynthia needs a kidney transplant. Doctors typically look at family members first because they are more likely to be a match. But polycystic kidney disease is hereditary.
My grandmother had it, my mother had it, I have it.
Which means Savannah is at risk of having it too. But that isn't going to stop her from trying to donate her kidney to her mom.
I fought with my mom's doctors. They didn't want me to do it, but until I was 30, and she doesn't have until I'm 30.
She literally sat there and argued with him that she wanted genetic testing and that she wanted to be the donor, and she knew that she'd be a good match for me.
Why not look at me as a viable option? I'm 27. The signs are definitely going to be here by now if I'm going to have it.
He was just like, your daughter, I gotta tell you, you are very fortunate. He's like, I totally admire her.
And so here they are.
And that's one floor down.
Appointment after appointment and test after test, anxiously waiting for the results.
If she is not 100% to give this, I don't want it from her, period.
If I don't get cleared, I'm really glad that I went through this process. It's not for nothing, I'm just glad that I'm able to be here and be able to be a part of this with my mom.
It wasn't for nothing. A few months later, Savannah was cleared to donate one of her kidneys to her mother.
See you in a couple hours.
On June 24th, Cynthia and Savannah checked into Mayo Clinic Health System in Rochester, Minnesota.
If I can give my mom 5 to 10 years with a healthy kidney, I would be grateful for that.
Very proud. Words can't even explain it, really. It's just kind of like a odd sense of, my daughter's given a gift. I gave her life, but now she's giving me life back, basically, and it's just, I don't know, I'm just glowing inside, but I don't have any words to describe it.
The transplant was successful, and after about 8 weeks of taking it easy, Savannah will be back to normal.
My life will go on the same.
But her mother's life will be changed forever. and she has her daughter to thank for that.
I love you. And you're sweet. I mean, really, what you're doing, Savannah, is totally, words can't describe it.
Now, because Savannah was being tested to give her kidney to her mother, throughout the entire process, she had her own team, a team that knew nothing about her mother's situation, so that they could keep Savannah's best interest in the forefront when making the final decision to allow her to donate her kidney. If Savannah had not been able to give her kidney, Cynthia says she had a friend who was willing to donate a kidney to her as well, so she says she has been very lucky.
Thanks a lot, Brittany. And Savannah is one of about 7,700 people who have donated an organ just this year.
And her hope is that by sharing her story, others will consider being a living donor or sign up to be a donor after death. You can find out more information at donorregistry.wisconsin.gov.